Hi everybody, Monty, Geometry. I wanted to give you a little tutorial on working with Mathia. Okay, so we did the getting started unit last week and now we're into shapes. How do we describe shapes? Well, there's all this notation in geometry. I know that there's a tendency to say, hey, can I just do the problems? Take a moment and read each of the demonstrations, okay? Because this is where you're going to learn about that notation, where they talk about line AD, okay, with arrows on each end, where they talk about a segment BC, okay, it can be BC, CB, right? A segment, no dots, no arrows, right? A ray, CE, the ray, CE, okay? Now, as we go through these problems, you just click and find the answers. Anytime you're lost, always click on the hint button. Okay? Hints are good because it teaches you how to think, it asks the right questions, and it uses proper geometric vocabulary. Okay? So this first one I did. This was a segment because there was no arrows. It could have been AB or BA. Remember, no dots, no arrows. This next one is a ray because it's got an arrow on one end. Well, if the arrow's over here, then the end point has to be the B. It can only be BC. Here's an angle. Now an angle, there's lots of ways to write an angle. Angle B, angle 1, DBA, ABD. Lots of ways to write an angle. Here's a line, arrows at both ends, okay? It's all about notation. Hey, I did all the problems. Let's click I'm done and see what pops up next. If it ever locks up, just log out, log right back in. It doesn't forget where you are, okay? And depending on the time of day and how many people are on the internet, okay, it can take a little bit of time, okay? You can often name the same figure in more than one way. That's what we just talked about, right? So the figure AD, that's a line, right? Well, there's all these that mean the exact same thing as AD, okay? Segment AD, DA, it's a segment, BA, AB. All these different ways of notation. This is how we talk in geometry, okay? Now, notice that a line can be named by 2 points on a line. The order of the points naming the line does or does not matter. A line does not matter. Hey, I got it right. A line named by points, blank, has more than one name. A line named by points never has more. Sometimes. A line, always, right? Always. It wouldn't matter because it's just this whole line. Notice that a segment can be named by its endpoints. The order of the line segment does not matter, right? Because it's a segment, BC, CB. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. Go as far as you can in 20 minutes. I'm Monty, and we'll see you next time.